Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome to another episode of Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck live on stream. This is a double dip. A double dip. That's right, so we're playing this deck, tuning it, and then playing it again in a double dip. But before I start, I had some ideas last night. I was thinking about my YouTube channel and thinking about how it's been fairly diluted lately with so many Your Deck Lives. I think it's hurting my numbers a little bit. And I had an idea to possibly split my YouTube channel into two separate channels. Where we'd have one channel for Your Deck Lives, a little more focused content on that, and then one channel that would be my usual channel, just the usual stuff going on. And then I would pick the best Your Deck Live every week to go on that weekly. Because my numbers are down on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out why. I think the content's been a bit diluted, because not everyone likes Your Deck Live, and when there's so much of it, people are like, eh. So that's a question for y'all. If you're on YouTube right now, you're watching, please answer me in chat. I would love to hear your feedback on that. If you like Your Deck Lives, if you don't Your Deck Live, don't like Your Deck Lives, and so on and so forth. Also, the algorithm does not like seeing split content too, so appreciate any feedback on that. So let me know. Also, if you're a sub, in Discord, let me know. Give me all your feedback. All right, we're trying to improve the stream at all points here. So, double dip Your Deck Live. raydaypinball has submitted to me a Orzhov Treacherous Blessing Control deck. Now, Treacherous Blessing is a 3-mana enchantment. Comes into play, you draw 3 cards. So drawing 3 for 3 mana is pretty good, especially not in blue. So that's cool, right? Are there more words on this card? Oh, there are. There are. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. That's a drawback. And if you target it, it dies, which is almost irrelevant in this deck, I believe. So, card draw engine, but a little painful too. So we need to figure out how to make that work. So we have ways to make that work. So we are a kind of a black-white control deck. A lot of Wraths. Our biggest one here is Planar Cleansing. So obviously with Planar Cleansing, we destroy everything, including the Blessing. Look at that. Just good deck building. You know? So, we got Planar Cleansing. We are not playing Doom Foretold, which I agree is interesting, and we're going to discuss that probably on our rebuild. We're not playing Doom Foretold, so that's definitely a thing. So, a lot of discard, a lot of removal, playing for Murderous Rider, for Agonizing Remorse, for Oath of Kaya, and Epic Downfall. 2 copies of Final Payment, which can help get rid of the Treacherous Blessing. Not a great card, but we can sack Blessing or Oath of Kaya, which is reasonable. 4 Basilica Bellhaunt, so kind of a good mid-rangey card, good against mono red. Kind of medium power level, but fine. Eat to Extinction, Kaya's Wrath, Planar Cleansing. And the biggest thing about this deck that I felt was we're light on ways to win the game. The original list only had 1 Liliana, 4 Bellhaunt, 1 Elspeth, and that was it. And I guess Castle Ardenvale. So I added 2 Conqueror's Death. I'm very concerned about the late game a lot of these decks have in this format, where they have Euro or Hydroid Krasis, and not killing them is going to cause a lot of problems, especially with no counterspells in our deck. So, right now we're playing black-white. We're not playing counterspells. We're not playing Esper. And please, folks, give me the feedback also in my Discord, please, and in the forums. I can't read everything right now too. So, but I really appreciate your support. So we're kind of like black-white mid-rangey. I'm concerned with our ability to close the game, and I'm concerned with the fact that we could pretty easily just be Esper for Teferi and some good blue cards, and we're not. And we also could easily be a Doom Foretold deck, which is a pretty powerful card that seems like it would slot right into this deck, and we're kind of just like not playing it, which is interesting. And Doom Foretold kind of fits the discardy theme. It's a kind of a threat, just a reasonably good card. So I'm pretty concerned with our ability to actually close a game. That concerns me. We're gonna probably crush mono red with our Bell Haunts and stuff, but that's my concern going into this. So I tuned the sideboard a bit as well. Soul Guide Lantern against Euro, because Euro seems really, really good against us. Devout Decree, we gotta make sure we have answers to mono red, things like that. Rakdos, etc. Downfall is reasonable. Again, good against Cavalier, good against Euro. Legion's End, Noxious Grasp, Fierce removal spells, Despark. Put in a few Davids in the board. This card's fine against control and mid-range decks as a way to actually win the game. And then a third copy of Planar Cleansing. There were Hushbringers on the board. I didn't like those. I don't really know what purpose that serves. It just doesn't seem very good against a lot of the stuff. It just dies to removal. It just seems very finicky. We're not really using the body very well in our Wrath of God deck. So that's the deck. I've got some concerns, but we're gonna battle here and see how it goes and see if we can figure it out. And what's chat saying? Okay. Good feedback in chat. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go. If you missed a sweet Sultai Lotus Field deck in our last year deck live, you'll find that on YouTube at some point. Let's go. Remember, folks, streams brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. CoolStuffInc.com. #1 source for your game shopping needs. Use promo code GYM5, 5% off your order, and a free Jim Davis token with your order. I do content. Video Monday, article Friday. Free content every single day. CoolStuffInc.com. CoolStuffInc.com. Check it out. I mean, Jay's Joe, that's basically the title I have anyway. Titles are not about being... Successful YouTube titles are not about being informational. They're about being exciting. Which is part of why... Oh, I didn't restart. Part of why the Your Deck Lives don't do as well. The thumbnails aren't as fun. The titles aren't as fun. So... Alright, fine hand here. It's fine. Yeah, Birth of Melodis, Doom Foretold, all cards you could probably be playing in this deck. Pretty, it's a reasonable hand. It's fine. Castle of Antris. Little gain land action. I'm cool with gain lands. Our mana costs are pretty intensive, so. Crux Delta, what's up? Alright, so we're going to Remorse, and they're going to Growth Spiral probably. The Nachi's Power, you are correct. That's why I called it Factor Fiction Control, and that one got a lot of views. Because people were like, what? Their end is Mystical Dispute, main deck. No blue here. Growth Spiral, and Reclamation. So they have they're pretty good draw with no payoffs, but we're taking the Reclamation here. Tried Doom Foretold a little, and it was so volatile. I mean, you gotta build your deck around it for sure, but it's just like, it's some sort of forward progress. This is a pretty powerful format where a lot of powerful things and engines are happening, and we gotta make sure we're keeping up with that, Alright, so we can't cast Blessing here. We just discard a bunch of cards to hand size, so we're not gonna do that. Honestly, Oath of Kai is not even doing very much against him. I might just fire it off on them. Like, what's Oath of Kai doing? Killing, like, maybe a Brazen Borrower? Yeah, let me just Kaya here, or we just Bell Haunt next turn. This is my concern also, that there aren't really any good threats in the sideboard. So this is like a combo matchup. We just don't really have any way to clock them, We drew our one Elspeth, which is fine. We have Bell Haunt, which is fine. But we're not really like pressuring them in any way. They have all the time in the world to set up their Euros and their Krasis and their Reclamations and so on and so forth. Alright, so we're gonna play Bell Haunt here. I mean, they're probably gonna dispute it. I should play Elspeth, because they can dispute that. We'll get it back eventually. Actually, Elspeth. I think I would like Bell Haunt to resolve. Sure. So that shows Bell Haunt, land. We can Blessing for some more discard, I guess. Gong. 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 Like, we're going to sit here and do some stuff, but eventually they're going to draw a expansion explosion and kill us. They're out of cards, but... Alright, well, they have no cards in hand, but... Again, they just have a bunch of lands, so, like, we have his Bellhaunt in our hand. Alright, we're going to play the Blessing. They're going to Castle Vantress. Bottom. Blessing, draw 3. Definitely makes our discard look bad, them being empty-handed. I mean, Seraph of the Scale is just not a very good Magic card in this format. Like, the problem is that there isn't much middle to this format. Decks are so good at going over the top with either Nissa Hydroid Crisis or Reclamation Expansion Explosion or whatever, Lucky Clover, Wishboard, that mid-range decks are kind of stuck in the middle and there's not really doing much, you know, because they give the opponent's deck too much time. So you got to be really fast or really over the top, and this deck's kind of neither. So let's see what this card is here. There are definitely formats where Basilica Bellhaunt and Murderous Rider are like the nut. I just don't think that this format is that in particular. It's probably what are they doing here? So having a proactive plan is pretty important. Bottom on the Scries, and just they have a Rouse Outburst in response to our Basilica Bellhaunt. I mean, Trawler's no problem for us if we're playing Wraths, but... Alright, they draw... They're actually playing a main deck Ambusher. It's interesting. That makes things better for us. They discarded the land. That's fine. And we're going to ship the turn. Archon is cool, too. We just need some... Just forward progress is very important in this format. And you got to keep making forward progress. Archon does that. So if you want it to be like a... You know, a black-white enchantment deck based on Archon, they can do it too. Like, they have drawn a Euro, so this is fine. We have to downfall this, but they'll draw a few cards. Yikes. That was a good draw. Alright, definitely think get more Conqueror's Death. I only added 2. There were 0 Conqueror's Death in the deck initially. Conqueror's Death is just one of the best cards in the format. I think we should be playing a lot of them. Does this deck want the Ephemia Saga's Doom Foretold package as control? I don't know if Ephemia is good. That could be a good sideboard card, but... I agree, this card's insane. Ephemia could be a good sideboard plan when we need to be more aggressive. You know, usually these decks will board a card like Glint Sleeve Siphoner or some sort of like Dark Confidant kind of card. And control and combo matchups have a threat because they're too slow otherwise. So Ephemia kind of fills that role a little bit, which is cool. That's a lot of Othakais. Alright, so we're going to epic downfall this, this Euro here. And probably attack and Othakai them. He could have played Murder Strider also. Bye. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're just casting Murder Strider and trying to kill him. That's kind of what I'm saying, where like we need to put threats in play and attack them. Casting Murder Strider is not awesome, but the longer the game goes, the worse it gets for us. So they're going to mystical dispute my Murder Strider. So they agree. They agree. And they have drawn a lot of lands. This is on... Blast Zone's on 5 right now. Sure. Well, they could have put it on 4, I guess. I guess we would have gotten something different, but sure. Alright, discard spell. Awkward. We're there on Elspeth, so we can do that. Make tokens, I guess, so... We'll leave the Basilica Bell Haunt. Is there a 2-drop legal that makes enchantments cost less? Assassin's Champion is a very cool card. That card is very good. Starfield Mystic is legal, right? So I also just don't think rats are very good right now either. So yeah, Vraska's cool too. Hello, opponent.
I will rend the sun from the hell. Please, just stop.
Yep. Bottom.
Together we can accept justice.
The fact that we can still lose this game is like pretty sick, you know? Even though we have total board, 5 cards in hand. Dragonfire, that was pretty cute. There's dead now, but still pretty cute. Alright, here we are. We've got him dead. It took a while, but could Reggie be a good card in this deck? It's very, very off plan. Do like a sideboard threat maybe, but upstairs, just your average Orzhov burn deck. No big deal. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I have to restart arena after this game. My bad, everyone. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to want David, D-Spark for sure. Probably Downfall and Lanterns. We're going to cut all of our Wraths. I mean, Final Payment's like not very good. Noxious Grasp is not great. I mean, Cavalier of Dawn's just like not great. Just like okay, it's a card, but I guess Eat to Extinction's like pretty mopey. It does exile. I mean, I guess is Grasp better than Eat? They did have a Nightpack Ambusher in their deck, so that is definitely a possible concern. We just have like so much removal, you know? Alright. It's fine. But yeah, I want to see more of a forward theme with this deck. We're playing a few too many cards that are just like fine, but mid-range is not really looking too awesome. Okay. Yeah, I guess just land go. No, Spiral's nice. They shock? No. So, alright, we can't really play Blessing here. I kind of want to play Murderous Rider, honestly. Just put a creature in play. Like, we're not grasping. I want to empty my hand for Blessing. Like, Blessing plays better if your cards are cheaper, you know? Because you want to just empty your hand before you play it. Alright, Euro's fun. Ooh, no lands? Our poor opponent. Poor opponent. Not drawing any lands. Last game was all land. This game is no lands. Discard a Euro. Sure. Attack. Sure. No lands again? Man, they are really unlucky. Okay. I mean, we Blessing will have to discard a card. Let's try. That's probably fun. Just oath them, I guess. So, they have Reclamation here, which is fine. We have Despark on top, that's why I put it there. We get Smash. So we'll Smash, play Blessing, and upkeep Despark them. Probably upkeep. We'll see. Yeah, but the problem, Ray, is that win, however, like, what if these cards were like not just 2/3s? You know, like we could do better, I think, while still maintaining a similar feel. So that's great. Negate that. We Despark this. So now we're like kind of out of gas. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Alright. I was trying to save time, but I did not play around them copying their negate. Like an idiot, I guess. So. Oops. Oopsie. You blew it. Where's your you blew it, please? That was obviously a heinously bad play. Like, we should never be casting Murderous Rider against a non-mono red deck, you know? I mean, I cast it, not Swift End, then cast it. We're probably dead here. Alright. Spectral Sailors here. So they're more of like the Teamer Flash Reclamation hybrid deck. Perhaps we were a little hasty on our Oath of Kaya. Scorching Dragon Fire. Sure. I mean, this Sailor lines up really, really well against David, but... David.
Evil, how unrefined. Perish the thought.
Discard a third copy of Reclamation? That's real. I mean, with Sailor in play, like, that's pretty real. What's our opponent doing? Just hanging out, just chilling. Deciding if they want to cast, they want to blast on or not. All right, so David deals 2, which is not nothing. They've got plenty in the bin for Europe. We have Downfall, obviously. So, sure. Now they've got 2 cards in hand. Of course, problem being they just have like 15 mana, which they can draw like a million cards of Sailor, which kind of sucks, but... Alright, so we're not going to grasp anything, so we're going to... Oh, that's pretty tight. Oh, the Kaya trigger. Cool.
You spilled my tea.
You just say, you spilled my tea? That's really the voice line in this game. You spilled my tea. Did I hear that right? God, they draw so many cards here. Just like draw 4 cards. Man. Yeah, draw another card. Got it. Make more mana. Got it. Yes, yes, yes. Tapping red, 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 green. Knight. Oh, wait. Ah, crap. That's so annoying. I had F6'd. Because I figured we were never casting this. It's stupid. Alright, whatever. I should end step grasped. And negate. Alright, well, now we're dead. Because they just get to attack with Euro and draw a million cards. So we're going to go next game. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously I screwed up that game once, twice, but I don't think it actually would have mattered overall, probably. And again, the reason being is we're not closing fast enough. We don't have any closing speed. So, the things we're doing just aren't inherently that powerful. You spilled my tea. Lore-wise, David has an army of demons and ultra-rare artifacts on Innistrad, but just chills and drinks tea. That is an interesting lore for a Planeswalker. Alright, so we're just going to run that back. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, discard spell. We're in a Barons. I want to see their hand before I Temple of Silence. Grasp. So, Shock, Demise. They've got... Wow. Their hand sucks. Exile Euro. We have an Ambusher. I mean, it's funny because, like, their version of a deck, playing, like, the Ambushers and the Spectral Sailors, might be better in a vacuum. It's definitely worse against us. We just have all these kill spells, so... They're stopping groundings. They're saying they drew Growth Spiral, which is pretty sick, honestly. But... ship that. Frank says, have I done the challenge where I change the opponent's deck every time I lose? No, I have not. What's up, Eddie? How's it going, everyone? So they just shocked and didn't do anything? Okay. So we can play Blessing here. That works. That was my counter it, but whatever. I mean, they have 2 unknown cards. They could have drawn Negate also, which is why they're shocked. But I don't know if we're finding a better spot to cast this anyway, so... Sure. We certainly have this Nightback Ambusher covered. Oh my god. Don't have that one covered. And we're probably going to lose to Sailor straight up. Which kind of sucks. Oh, man. We have 4 Murderous Riders, right? So... We can't play Bell Haunt, so we'll just play Ambusher, untap, get a token. So they're gonna play. Right. We got priority back. That's good. All right. I mean, you get to kill this. I think that playing that was probably a mistake. It's just drawing a card with Sailor. We just have a million mana open. We obviously have a kill spell there. Just draw a card with Sailor, you know. But do I think the Monarch would be too good in a standard set? Yeah, it's good enough for Legacy. Like, no idea why they played that and didn't just draw a card off Sailor. It's a very big mistake on our opponent's part, for sure. Damn Sailor. It is about my cube with a rate of 87. That is nice. That is nice. It is about my cube. Thanks for raid. Appreciate that. If you haven't followed Is It About My Cube, check them out. Appreciate the raids and the support. Thank you so much. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name is Jim Davis. This is the show called Your Deck Live, the show where I play Your Deck live on stream. This is Ray's Orzhov kind of mid-range deck. This is a double dip. We're going to play the deck, fix it, and then play it again. So that is where we're currently at. Welcome. We are in the first match, I believe, I think. Second match, first match? First match. So we'll say go here. We drew Murderous Rider, pretty lucky. Double dip. So, kill Sailor. We are down a card on Sailor, but we'll deal with it, I guess. So we are on match 1. We just started. Match 1 or match 2? I actually can't remember. Kaya. Cube says, watch Teamer Flash video on YouTube today. It was sweet. My build in arena. Sweet. Yeah, it was pretty good, honestly. We're playing against kind of a hybrid deck. That's a hybrid of like Teamer Flash and the Reclamation decks. It seems pretty cool. God, stupid Sailors. Sailor plus Reclamation is pretty sweet. And they have the endgame Reclamation with like the kind of nimbleness of the Flash deck. That seems pretty cool. Yeah, I love Sailor. 95 says, just completed my collection on Arena. I have a playset of every single card, even Planeswalker decks, playing only free-to-play limited events, and now I feel empty. Why not Bell Haunt? Because I want to leave mana up for Grasp and Despark. In case they have a wolf or a thingy. Alright, so well, now we gotta kill this Sailor, so... They've drawn a lot of cards off their Sailors here. They are way ahead. Road Spiral? Sure. Getting a little hungry. Gonna Uncrustable here. God damn it. I don't like how we're losing straight up to a Spectral Sailor. In our deck full of removal. Despark ya. Alright, so unfortunately, this sailor is probably just going to coast to coast us. I guess we're bell haunting here. Is that better than Elspeth? Because they get to poke the Elspeth too. Gong. Gong. Discard a land, sure. So draw a card off Sailor, untap. I mean, we are like killing them, sort of, but they've got, what, 10 mana, 9 mana in play? Which is a lot. That is a lot. Oh, no. That's a good draw. Alright. We can grasp it out of the way, but they're going to gain 6 life this turn, too. Man. So they recast Euro, gain 3 more, draw another card. We get to grasp it, and then play Elspeth, but are they not going to do that? Interesting. Such discipline they have. Such discipline. Alright, let me slam. I mean, just bell haunt again, I guess. Night Pack Ambusher. So this is great for us. Kill this. And now, unfortunately, our bell haunt doesn't discard a card from them. So we're probably just playing Elspeth, I guess. But now we're also soft to Euro, so we gotta draw a rule spell. So they're going to be at 13 with a huge blocker. It's not good. It's not good. That's also not good. Yeah, they have a lot of mana. This does not give things flying. If you gave things flying, that'd be sweet. That's other Elspeth. Elspeth Knight Errant would be very good here. So we need to draw an epic downfall, whatever it's called.
I will not run.
So they float to draw. God, they have so much mana. Oh my god. Somebody hold RFG. This is scary. What are they thinking about? What you thinking about? I see. Well, that was not a kill spell, and I would say we are probably dead now. Now they're going to draw like 5 cards next turn and just kill us. Which is not cool. It's definitely not cool. Come on, opponent. They're going to Explosion Elspeth for 5. And they have taken so much time this game. Their clock is half of our clock. They have less than 10 minutes left. We have 20 minutes left. But we're just dead. It doesn't matter. Alright, I'm just going to concede. We're not going to win this game. Alright. So I think that match is a pretty good example of what I was talking about. We're not playing bad cards necessarily, but our cards are just kind of like fine. We're not really getting anywhere or doing anything, you know? Oh wait, restart. So like, we're just sort of, just doing stuff, playing cards, you know? We're not really adhering to a plan, per se. So, what about it? We'll check out Colas Apparel, .shop, Colas Apparel. They have a shirt. It's me. It's me. Timed them out. They had 9 minutes left. Like, if they had like a minute left, maybe. But yeah, so like they just kind of were doing really, really powerful things. And we were just sort of holding on with 3/4s for 4 and just hoping something happens. You know, like so the issue is that like this happens a lot. This is a very, very common deck building mistake. Where the cards in this deck are all fine, but we're not thinking about them in the context of each other and the context of the format. You know, where they're fine, they're not necessarily bad cards. Murderous Rider's a good card, you know. Basilica Bellhaunt's it's an okay card, you know. But we're not really making a progress or any sort of end goal. We're sort of just playing cards. And Blessing is cool. That's kind of a plan. But we're mostly just like playing kill spells and cards and hoping things kind of work out. And there's just so many powerful end games in this format that just seems very, very scary to me. Oh boy. We're gonna keep. Blessing is a plan to get to the actual plan. I think that's a very good way of looking at it. So I think that we want to either be a Doom Foretold deck, or maybe like an enchantment-y deck with like Archon of Sun's Grace. We need to be building towards something, some sort of end game. Just killing stuff is not enough. Temple of Deceit. Oh boy. We do have Castle, which is really, really good, so. So you can donate the Blessing. I mean, Doom Foretold is cool, but I agree Doom Foretold's kind of slow. I kind of like the idea of just playing 4 Archon of Sun's Grace and 4 of the thing that makes enchantments cheaper and just kind of going nuts. So they took Murderous Rider, which is fine. We have Castle, which is really good. Our hand's pretty bad. These final payments look pretty bad. This is the kind of card where, yeah, it's great if we have the other card, but realistically, we're not going to have it all the time, and the fail state's really bad, so not really throw with this card. Archon also gains life, which can get around the Blessing drawback more than payment can in a lot of ways. So they're playing a 2/2 Krasis, which is going to resolve. I mean, I don't think we're paying 5 life to kill this. But at the same time, like, kind of want to empty our hand for Castle anyway. I think we are paying 5 life to kill this. I mean, we could actually, I guess we could have Wrath next turn if they like Nissa or something. But they know our whole hand though, so yeah, I don't love this. We're gonna do it. Definitely gets us to castling faster. Alright, so I mean, they have like a Nissa here or something. I mean, we're probably going to kill the land, honestly. Get a payment again.
We will not fail.
Don't worry, like, heading myself, but what's up, Hedron? Any plans on playing some meta decks? At some point. I mean, tomorrow I'm playing limited. So A lot of formats right now. A lot of formats. A lot of your deck lives. A lot of stuff to do. So we're at 11. And we just have a Wrath of God and a Downfall. Later today? No. Today is all your deck live. So like ideally they play like a creature per turn, I guess? That's not a creature. Alright. That card's pretty good against us.
Like the phases of the moon, life waxes and wanes.
Soundman, 24 months, 2-year
Do
resub.
not harm my scrolls.
Thanks so much, friend. Appreciate it. They're gonna buy back Thought Erasure.
I
Sure.
have learned much from my ancestors.
Alright. Yeah, I mean my hand's pretty bad, so whatever. Honestly, this is great because now I'm gonna castle. The problem with Planar Cleansing is it doesn't kill Nissa lands, so it's not even that good against Nissa. Yep.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Alright, we're going to castle because we have literally nothing, so we'll take 3 to castle here, and just hope we... I don't even know. Well, we drew Planar Cleansing, but we're probably just going to die to this island. We're going to cast it, but... Very tricky. Destroy all non-land permanents. It certainly wasn't bad, but we are in a fairly precarious spot here. We are just dead to another Nissa too. Final payment has done us no favors at all. We are playing 2 Castle Ardenvales. Castle Ardenvale is not a win condition unless you're playing a million counter spells in your deck. Okay. So we need to draw a kill spell. Bellon would be great. Alright, we're drawing 3. Let's go. Oh boy. That's not the worst, I guess. So we're going to 2 back to 3. Still dead to a Nissa, but we have an answer to Euro. This damages us too. Oh man. Massacre Girl. Man, where were you last turn? Alright. I guess we're casting everything here. We're gonna downfall the Massacre Girl, agonizing the Euro, and then Othakaya, just to try and stay alive. So we're taking... We're gonna wash on. We're gonna end up at 2. We're gonna wash on life when all is said and done. Oh my God! Their hand is Tyrant Scorn, Pelucranos, Ashes of War. All right, so we're gonna take this Euro. And then we're gonna downfall this thingy. And we're going to play this and go back to 3. Pelucranos, sure. And we draw another Blessing. No, we're just dead. We're just dead. We would go to 2 and then we can't cast a spell. We can castle and go to 1 and can't cast a spell. Oh boy, what a gross game. We can draw... Nope, we have all 4 Barons in play, actually. So, if we had a Barons, we could have drawn Barons and stayed alive, but... Both final payments are gone. So we Shrap Blasted ourselves twice because we had to basically, and we died. Alright, let's bring in Soul Guide Lanterns and Grasps. And Cleansing is probably still fine against them. What do we not want? Maybe we don't want Final Payment. The Kaya is not great either. Remorse, Downfall, Grasp. Kaya's Wrath is like fine. It's not great. Maybe I don't actually want the Cleansing. Cleansing is so weird. We need to deal with their stuff like on a case by case basis, kind of. We were almost doing the thing that game. Yes, almost. I mean, Eat to Extinction, Exile 0. She have a Murderous Rider, I guess. Let's try this. The problem is, even though we were almost doing the thing, their hand was still really, really good. So it's not like we were there yet. You know, they're drawing a Krasis and more Euros and stuff like that too. So, all right, let's try this again. This hand feels good. We like it. We like it. Then we'll look at a 5. Aced it on it. Aced it. All right. Temple of Deceit. Sure. Right. Hand's kind of whatever, so it's fine. I'll take. Man, just what they take depends on what their hand I guess. Take the bell on. All right. So they've got not much going on. We don't either. We're gonna hold on to this Murderous Rider here. Castle Ardenvale all day. The problem with Planar Cleansing also is there are so many must-answer cards in this format that, like, if they play a Tamiyo, we can't just, like, let the Tamiyo sit and play and try and find more stuff to kill. So we're really incentivized to just kill it immediately. Not super happy with the cleansing in this format. It's mostly also just how bad it is against Nissa. It's definitely a very cool idea. Like, we play Planar Cleansing, kill our own thing and all their stuff. Awesome, that's great. But I think it's more so just like how this card lines up. This card is very good against Erasure again. Alright. This card is very good against the Cat Oven decks and very good against the Teamer Adventure decks for sure. But against most other decks, it's kind of just eh. I think Conquer Death's going to be better most of the time. Alright, so we're on the board. Let's go. And they're going to duress me, which is fine, I guess. Take the Grasp, sure. So now we are soft to a Nissa. We've got tokens. Okay. We already have an answer to Euro. Let me just recycle this thing. They can't Tamiyo it. So we'll just say go here. Make a token. Like cycle a lantern next turn maybe. So it's funny because this they're not really doing anything. So they're kind of happy, falling into. I mean, they obviously mulligan to 5, but like, this is the kind of game we're happy to play. Our both players aren't doing anything, but they're gonna enter the God Eternals, my human token. And they're gonna mill me. Alright, sure, I guess. You've got oh man, we milled 4 spells. That's tilt. Definitely drawing a land. Nope, that's a good one. Could just draw. Oh yeah, let's draw a card. And we draw a blessing. Alright. It's a blessing in disguise. Or not. Just a blessing. Draw 3. Sure. Remorse. Sure. So we gotta be a little aware of our life total here, but we're doing some stuff. Their hand is Enter the God. Why do they have these Enter the God Eternals? Vrask is great. And then Stroke. So we can play around I guess Vrask doesn't kill much. What does Vrask do against us? Nothing really, right? Let's take a Stroke. We can kill Vraska with Oath or Conqueror's Death. That's gone. Temple of Silence. Okay. That's fine. We can just set up a cleansing, I think. It is a lot better when we're not at 3, but it's definitely true. When your opponent hasn't done anything yet, we're at a healthy 18, we're feeling pretty good. Alright, so we can Blessing here. We go up to 8 cards and play a land. That's fine. You need to be aware that they can God Eternals to kill this and make this an 8/8 attack. It's a pretty big deal. But we get like Blessing. We draw a land. We have a second blocker, so just Blessing here. If we don't draw an untapped land, we're going to be in some doo-doo. We can just cast Wrath, I guess. Alright, we did not draw an untapped land, but Bellhaunt's actually just fine, I think. So, we can chomp at Bellhaunt. Barrow, thanks for watching, my friend. Appreciate it. So this is like gaining 1 life. They're going to God Eternal kill this, which is fine. They'll make an 8/8. Oath of Kai is... I don't really want that. So they're going to God Eternal kill the Bellhaunt, attack for 8. We chump, untap, and cast Planar Cleansing. Or not. Okay. You mill 4 spells again? Jeez. Alright. Doctor says, in an hour, I'll share my first lecture. Any advice on hosting a stream? So you're... How... Is it just like you streaming and then they're in chat? I guess? I think we're in our Planar Cleansing here. We're just like so far ahead, just don't want to die. Don't look at chat too much, especially if you're just starting out. Just do your thing, and then try and have periods set aside to ask questions. They milled me the first time because we had a Soul Guide Lantern in play. That time didn't make sense at all. They have Euro on their deck, so I don't know what they're doing. But all right, well, like once again we have Bellhaunt. And they have an empty hand, which is kind of lame, but sure. But yeah, just relax and have fun. Like. Try and only look at chat when you're taking a break between things. Right. Don't try and look at chat while you're talking, because chat's the worst. Lol, I'm talking about y'all. Alright, so, I mean, this game is definitely kind of a case of them mulling to 5 and not really doing anything, which is good for us. But... Duress, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think pausing to ask questions is a good idea. Not even at the end, just like at parts. All right, let's make some tokens here. I'm gonna draw a card too. Just take 5, whatever. I ain't scared. I'm not scared. Goblin Waffle, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Goblin Waffle. What a name. Alright, yeah, they're just flooding. They're just flooding horribly. Field of Ruin. Castles are very good, yes. There's no doubt the castles are awesome. I don't know. Also, don't know why they bought it Enter the God Eternals. Doesn't make any sense at all. So like they multi-5 and sideboarded really really weirdly. So really can't fathom why they would bring in God Eternals. Eat to Extinction, sure. You're up. Aw. Boo. That's a good thought, actually, Fizzler. Fizzler says they probably thought I had Doom Foretold, and the token survives Doom Foretold. That's a very, very good reason. Our new sub is Mark from Arizona, playing as Revised. Favorite card, Elves of Deep Shadow. Favorite set of Dark. Sweet. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Alright, so, yeah, just Ardenvale, and I guess we're going to Eat to Extinction, I guess, because we want Downfall. I don't even know. They have slowed down our clock by a lot. Sub because chat is the worst. Yeah, you all know your place, you know? Alright. Epic Downfall. Payable Passage. Resolve all. Why did they Massacre Girl? That one I don't know. Massacre Girl, you've been eating me a lot. Like, what if they draw Krasis this turn? You know? They could, like, get back in this game. Where's the Elspeth? We only have one Elspeth in our deck, you know? Like, alright, they have a Nissa who shakes the world. That's kind of annoying.
Shelter in my stewardship. Harness the elements.
Alright, no, let's do this. R1 short now? Ah, crap. Alright, whatever. Sure. I thought we don't have to cast eat also. Alright, let's untap. Eat the Nissa. Oath of Kaya, the island. Kaya. And ship the old Turnski. Oh, they ain't dead yet. Almost. Almost dead. Human. Alright. Is Eat worse this standard than Contempt was last standard? Contempt gaining 2 is definitely relevant. There's different formats. Like, Contempt was more... The Contempt format was more about Scarab God and Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Those are the defining cards. The defining cards in this format are like Nissa, Krasis. You know, like, they're much bigger effects that don't care about 1-for-1 removal. So... Alright, so they're like Sultai... Already sideboarded. Right. That game took so long I forgot what I was doing. Alright. Enter the God Eternals. I'm going to eat this sandwich, by the way. So... important to remember that we don't look at cards in isolation. You know, every card is contextual to the format. There can be really, really good cards. Like, Jace the Mind Sculptor wasn't even good in Standard at the very start, because Bloodbraid Elf and Lightning Bolt were the two best cards in the format. So, it ended up being good, but when it first was printed, it wasn't even that good. Contextually, even though it's the best Planeswalker of all time, in theory, probably not anymore. But, so. Remorse, yep. Ooh, so they're a little mana screwed here. They have blue, blue, green. I think this is a pretty easy Euro. So you also get the extra value of exiling it. We should have multiple discard spells. Yeah, they're pretty mana screwed. Do it again. They drew Liliana, Dreadhorde General. Okay. I think it's Krasis now. Because I can't draw a land like Krasis. Try to get back in the game. Play Temple. The problem is, like, this game isn't ending anytime soon. I guess we can want to keep land for Liliana. When did Nissa and Krasis rotate? Alright, they drew Euro, Titan, and Nature's Wrath. Pretty good draw. Pretty good draw. No land, though. No land. Hate to see it. Just kidding. Love to see it. Alright, so we're gonna Remorse again. Man, their hand is really chunky. Is it Nissa or Erasure? They draw Black Source. Erasure helps them find the land for Nissa. I think it's just Erasure. We're just going to cast Liliana and try and get this thing going here. We've drawn an actual win condition, so. Say go, say go, say go. Did it. Sure. I think we're all about those threats right now. Alright, they found their Black Source. But can they cast any card in their hand? So, that's what we're trying to avoid. Yeah, I mean, the problem is we're not going to close the game fast enough. We're just going to lose their entire hand, probably. But
I require servants. Your call
they need to keep not drawing lands.
putrid, but effective.
This Overgrown Tomb is so good. It's probably like this. We got him! Tomb face up and they snap it. So I can cast Nissa. Did you Water Grave? Oh, we're screwed. We're dead, folks.
That's no way to treat.
We need like a Mind Twister. We're just dead. Look at their hand. So we're gonna what? Oh my god. This is brutal. We're definitely not down taking Lily. Probably gonna... We could, like... I mean, they have, like... I want to keep down tick available for next turn, I think. I mean, we're just going to lose everything next turn. We're just losing everything. We just can't beat this hand. They have double Catches of War, too. Oh, my God. I don't like this, but just trying to get the most value possible out of our cards.
You love a good death wail. Waste not
Soul Guide Lantern, Basilica Bellhaunt. Alright, that's not bad, I guess. Alright, so exile Euro. And I guess I go. Play Lamus turn? No, we didn't. So let's crack this thing. We're getting Stone Rain too. Alright. Oh, they're gonna kill my castle. Let me just play it. Go get him, buddy. Would Bloodbraid Elf be too good for standard? Yeah. I mean, that card is pretty messed up. For Pioneer? Probably. Bloodbraid Elf is really, really good. Like, why play castle? We gotta make land drops. If we're gonna get Stone Rain on back-to-back turns here, we're never activating the castle anyway. So, alright, so draw a card off of that. We draw a Blessing. They just have so many more Catches of War. Alright, let's Blessing, I guess, and try to draw like a discard spell, I suppose. That is 3 lands. So we're not playing Bellhaunt, so I'll just kill it with the thingy. So let's make 2 tokens and play a land, I guess. Grasp kills Nissa. Does not kill Liliana, though. We can Cleansing that, though. I think I want the Grasp.
I am proud of my comrades.
Maybe they'll kill my Blessing. That'd be cool. So now you can see why I played the Castle that turn, because we'd be super flooded with lands in our hand. Just gotta keep making land drops. Castle's not gonna matter this game, you know? Oh, God. That's pretty good. Bloodbraid Elf wouldn't do much in standard. Call. It would take a Gruul deck that's like kind of mopey and make it actually good. Yeah, that's a ridiculous statement, I think. Like Bloodbraid Elf into Gruul Spellbreaker. All right. I kind of... Oh, God, this sucks. We have 2... So we could, like, kill Elspeth, kill this, recast Elspeth, and, like, attack. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Does it beat Fires and a double Cavaliers? I mean, obviously, decks are different, but Bloodbraid Elf is really, really good. Right, we're going to plus here. We're going to smash.
You are braver than you know.
It's kind of a weird spot because like we have these Wraths in our hands. Like we didn't want to build that big of a board. And they have Casualties of War and Liliana and stuff. We got like pressure. I guess we just have Cleansing for Liliana. Maybe we just don't play Elspeth. We just play Bellhaunt and say go and make them like keep playing, I guess. Just like bringing back Elspeth now is like, I don't know, maybe it's fine, but discard the Nissa? Oh my god. What is in their hand? Yeah, I think 4 Conqueror Death is like non-negotiable. Duress? Alright, that sucks. Teferi being good against Cascade is true, I guess. That is fair. The most played card in the format turns off Bloodbraid Elf. That's a reasonable thought. So they pitch Planner Cleansing, sure. Kind of like running out of gas a little bit here. This is 4, 5, 6, and then 3. I guess they are too. You've got a lot of cards in the bin. I guess we're gonna bring back Elspeth to make tokens, I guess. And just say go. Exile.
Death itself cannot halt my quest for justice.
So make 2 tokens. Just say go, I guess.
Still, together we can exact justice.
So they have Caches of War and Liliana. We don't really have an answer to Liliana right now, which is like pretty bad. Yeah, they know we have this. The game is evened out a little bit. Like, they still have 2 insane cards in their hand, but that's a good one. That's a good one.
The undead make great minions. Loyal and silent. Smelly, but effective.
I guess our hand's like not even that good, so whatever, I guess. We would like a way to... Yeah, Murder Shard would be nice. Any way to kill Liliana would be great. That's a Basilica Bell. That's not actually that bad. Attacking Liliana for 2 and then oathing it is not great. Let's try again next turn, though. Let's Bellhorn first. See what the other card is. Another Nissa in the bin. Alright. I think we just attack Liliana and then oath it. Attack it again next turn. If we beef the token, they just block it with these thingies. We don't want to kill their things, they draw cards, so...
Courage will bloom in all
Kaya!
You'll pay for that.
Where my castle's at? Alright, so we're drawing to like a couple cards to kill this. I guess Catches here we're like not in great shape, but what's up, the Glib? Watching on YouTube for years. First time catching a stream. Greetings from Canada. What's up, my friend? How's it going? Love my YouTube folks. Happy you're tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so they're going to kill Othakaya, Godless Shrine, Bellhaunt, Elspeth. Just provide a lot of fuel for Elspeth. And I think we're kind of just sitting here and waiting for an answer to Liliana because we can't really attack into their creatures, which kind of sucks. Because we'll draw a million cards. If we can draw a card that kills this card right now, I think we're fine. That is a discard spell, and they have no cards in their hand. Just give me more Conqueror's Death, please. That's all I ever want. We like plus here. +2, attack everything at there. We lose a zombie. Then we get to, I should kill my Elspeth though. Should make tokens, I guess.
I am proud of my comrades.
That's pretty sick. They draw off Liliana too. That was a pretty good draw. So they draw off Liliana, draw off Euro, cast Euro again. Whew, that was a good one. That was a really good draw. Snappy says, I feel like his deck is too fair. I agree. I agree. We need to build towards something. Doom Foretold is an option. I'd almost rather it be just like an enchantment-based control deck. Alright, so we need to draw Murderous Rider this turn. Or just some way to kill Liliana this turn so I can Wrath as well.
Rise.
Stop laughing at me. Hurting my feelings. God damn it. Oh, man. Yeah, we just, like, can't win, I don't think. We just... Now they're going to attack with Euro and stuff. We can, like, Wrath and Remorse the Euro where they draw 5 cards. Maybe just say go without even using Elspeth either. Agree. The deck wants more Conquerors. There were zero Conqueror's Death in the initial list. I added 2 of them. So this may as well block, obviously, because we're gonna get 2 more tokens anyway. This cardboard live is the bomb. Alright, we really need to draw an answer to Liliana. We're running out of time to do it. Oh my god.
Beg for mercy.
This has its rewards.
Please stop. I mean, Planet Grunting isn't even good. It's just draw 10 cards, you know? Too late. Alright. Yeah. So, what are you thinking so far, Ray? Are you, thoughts on my concerns here? We're 0-2 or 0-3? They didn't sack the draw? Yeah, I don't know why not. So we're gonna play one more match, and then we're gonna tune this deck up. We're gonna do our double dip a little early here because I think we're seeing the problems pretty clearly, and we can definitely work towards fixing them. So Ray, you gotta tell me if you want to move this deck. I think there's 2 directions we can move this deck into that are both more progressive, more proactive elements, and that would be either a Doom Foretold deck or more of an enchantment control deck. I think are both reasonable options. What are you thinking, Ray? Talk to me. And of course, if you're listening, this is Ray. This is Ray's deck. Your Deck Live is showing up on Your Deck Live on stream. Ray's Orzhov control deck. A lot of cool stuff happening, but a little overall weak and a little too heavy on cards that are fine and not enough cards that are like working towards a plan and working about the metagame. What do you think, Ray? What do you think? Opponent mulligans to 5. We'll take it. I'm gonna ship that. Doesn't even make our castles coming untapped. Why not both? Because you can't play Arcana Sun's Grace in a Doom Foretold deck. think it's one or the other. I think the enchantment deck seems a little cooler because you seem to be a little adverse to Doom Foretold. Alright. Double Castle, no planes is a little annoying, but it's, you know, kind of unlikely, but that's okay. And both the idea of why not both is sort of like the issue we're having with this deck is we're not really focusing on a plan. We're kind of just like playing cards, you know? And it's really, really important to understand, even in decks that aren't super high synergy decks, your cards still need to kind of like come together to do something, you know? We're not playing Goblins here. We're not playing Skirk Prospector. So, like, it's not like we're super high synergy, but oh man, what is this? Euro again? Sure. Yes, I also think that the Archon gains life for Blessing. We're gonna work on this. Sarah says all the Your Deck lives have been about deck building with a plan lately, which is great to watch. When is the article coming out? Not a bad idea. All right, so Splash Blue. I mean, Splashing Blue for Dance of the Mans is just like a Doom Foretold deck. So I just Esper Doom Foretold. Like Bellon is just far too medium, you know. Discard a a Flame Sweep. Okay. Still in the first dip, and then the part of the beauty of Arena is that I can change the deck on the fly, so we're not locked into 5 matches then 5 matches. So Breeding Pool, go. Okay. I guess we're playing Blessing and just looking for a discard spell. Counter it, I guess, too. Whatever. No, alright. Alright. Draw 3. Okay, no discard spells here. Chemist's Insight, sure. It's pretty good. Right, like if you want to be like a discard deck, you could play like Bellhaunt, Charming Prince, Yarok's Fenlurker. That's like already a deck that like floats around a bit. Played, you know, like that deck has a plan, you know, which is cool. This is just a Euro, sure. I mean, Read the Bones has been legal in every set, basically. They just like change the card a little bit. Read the Bones is terrible. I've always hated that card. Standard is always all about getting on the board. Read the Bones is the opposite. You don't get on the board, and you take more damage. So, yeah, the idea of this deck is to play a control deck where we're like, you know, playing kill spells and stuff. And we can plan our cleansing to kill our own blessing, which is cool. The problem is cleansing is just not very good in this format, as you can see by their board of nothing but lands and Euros, and they're trying to kill us Reclamation. So, I think we're just playing Murderous Rider and an Oathakaya here, because we just have nothing else to do, realistically. Upstairs. Citadel's cool too. Just all the ideas we're suggesting are good because they're all building towards something, you know. Are you dead yet, opponent? You gonna play Reclamation and kill us? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we haven't played against decks where cleansing is good. Jund Food, Rakdos Sacrifice, Teamer Adventures. Cleansing is definitely very good in those matchups. But a lot of standard is just Euro, play extra lands, play ramp, kill you with some big thing. Where cleansing isn't good at all. So, like here, where we just have nothing, basically. Should have no real... I mean, we might just be raw dogging this Conqueror's Death. Nah, probably not. Just say go. But we're just not doing too much. So they're opting. I may just have like large quantity of resources here. I mean, even relying on like Liliana, 6-mana Liliana to win the game and stuff like that. 6-mana Liliana is really, really good. Like, it is in a vacuum, 6-mana Liliana is a really good Magic card. The problem is, we don't play Magic in a vacuum. And contextually, a 6-mana value Planeswalker just isn't good in this format. Like Elspeth Sun's Champion probably wouldn't be very good in this format, even though it's one of the better, standard Planeswalkers ever printed. So, like, and that's just a product of how the format is. Do they have how many cards in the graveyard? I might just actually cast this Final Payment and kill this Euro. Do I think Euro is too good? It is very, very good. I wouldn't mind if it escaped for 6. 6/6 escapes for 6. Euro is quite good. Alright, we're going to Final Payment. We did the thing. We did the thing. Maybe we could have just conquered death. Because that gets my Fell Haunt. It's not even that good, though. Brazen Borrower? Sure. Got a couple cards in the bin. I mean, Reclamation, Tilt. Cling to Dust. That card is cute, but I think we're just going to look for a different engine, realistically. Kaya is not bad. I do like the card Kaya, but it's good when the format has actual 1-drops in it so you can kill stuff. This format has no 1-drops except for mono red. So, we're probably dead here. Alright, we're going to the next game here. Not cool, not cool. Definitely does not feel like a good matchup regardless, but yeah. Alright, so we're bringing in 2 D-Spark, 2 Davids, 2 Lanterns, a Downfall. We're cutting Planner Cleansing, the Wraths, Final Payment. Do I want Noxious Grasp over something? I guess not. We don't really have a proactive plan. If you remember the old Orzhov control decks in Standard, like a couple years ago, they were built around Gideon Allies Zendikar, or Planeswalkers or something, where you discard spell them, you kill a thing or two, you play a Planeswalker, and you kill them. They're more like Jund decks than they are control decks. Because you really got to end the game. You can't just sit around forever, If you're playing discard in your deck, you don't want to draw discard spells on turn 10 when you're trying to control the game, So I think a more proactive plan is definitely what we want to be doing here. Oh boy, alright. We have discard into Blessing, we're going to keep this. Of Silence. Alright. Remorsia. Opt, sure. Croxa would fit in this deck for sure. I mean, that's like a totally different deck, though. I think that the goal is to build around this card. Treacherous Blessing. Their hand is Expansion, Negate, Insight, Opt. Jeez. Their hand's good. Probably Expansion, Explosion. I mean, you can't just have a card that's a finisher and does nothing else, you know? And I think Kaya is actively very good in formats based around 1-drops, but not good otherwise. So, alright. Well, we drew our land to cast the Blessing. They have Negate, but that's fine, I guess. Should run it back to back, so. So they negate this, we do it again next turn. Interesting. So they're shocking in another land, which gives them the option to opt negate or opt growth spiral, I guess. But we're just getting blame Blessing again, so bless me up. Negate again. Wow, that's kind of a tilt. All right, we're gonna ship that one. Doctor, good luck, my friend. Basilica Bellhaunt. Resolves. Yep. So, I think Barons is fine. I think gain lands are fine if you're playing costs like this. The life also matters in a Blessing deck, yeah. Nope, we're about to do the rebuild right now. If only Bellhaunt was a 4/5 trample that drained for 3. Yep. If only. If only. They top in too? Oh my god. Oh my god, we're dead. David. Alright, we're saying go. Killing that Reclamation. Hoping these cards aren't good. Please stop. Alright. Well, if they have a expansion explosion, we're dead. David. You discard.
Hey, this cloak's expensive.
And David's
Don't
weird.
think you'll be needing that.
Alright, they discard a land, and then, so I just hope they have 2 lands in their hand, basically. They'll take 2 off David. David. Oh, they have Brazen Bar. That's super awkward. I guess it's not that bad, because, like, it's just not a good card, so... Opt, sure. Bottom, good, good. They brick here, we're in fine shape, so... They are dead in 2 turns to Bellhaunt. That's a Blast Zone. Alright. They want to Blast Zone on 4 if they kill their own Reclamation, so... And... That goes to 3, untap, sure. So you're telling me there's a chance. That's a good draw, too. So we're going to conquer the Reclamation. Turns off a lot of their outs, probably. And now I'm actually feeling pretty good. We have 2 kill spells in our hand. We're not going to kill the Borrower. We're about to start the... About to do the rebuild. Taken 3. Playing a land. Saying go. This is on 4 now? Sure. What's up, endgame? I also have David to kill them too off our thingy, which is pretty cool, so pop that, sure. I guess we Murderous Rider. Probably the best I just don't have to kill the borrower right now. Just like up. We get to get back David or Basilica Bellhaunt. This card's so freaking good. Bantu is like pretty bad. Alright, so Swift and that bad boy. Untap. And I think we're getting back David. It will kill him in 2 turns, so let's get extra loyalty on it too, which is pretty cool.
Is intimidating enough. I can empty your mind.
And we're gonna hold this. No, let's put a lantern. So we can always sack it in response to a Euro, so play lantern. Exile whatever. Whatever. And play Murderous Rider. And hope they don't do anything good here. They're at 1.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
That was a victory and a loss, because that means we can't update the deck yet. We gotta keep playing. Alright. Run it back. They don't draw any payoffs, we're good to go. I guess we did discard their 1 expansion explosion, so that felt pretty good. I don't need to rest in the board either. Like, obviously we have the discard spell, but a couple more discard spells seems pretty good. Alright, so I think we're gonna rebuild this deck as a black-white, like enchantment-y mid-range deck. Arcana Sun's Grace, Four Conquerors Death, Birth of Meltis, Treacherous Blessing. Kind of a lot of like the mopier mid-range cards, and play 4 of that guy that makes enchantments cheaper. I think that's where we're gonna go with this. This hand's like obviously 3 lands, 4 spells, but like none of these cards are particularly good against them. I think we're just gonna mulligan. I'm just gonna draw a discard spell. Sure, it's much better. Let's ship a Bellhaunt. Let's make our land drops. Discard spell, despark for a thingy. Am I glad Maelstrom Pulse printed in Historic to stop Reclamation become one of the better decks? Why does Maelstrom Pulse make Reclamation not one of the better decks? So we're gonna play Temple. Looking for lands. Lantern. Yeah, ship that. Now I think it's Doom Foretold or enchantment based like Archon stuff. I think we'll start building and see what we're feeling. All right, so they have a Growth Spiral. We gotta pop off here, I think. Yeah, Splashing Green's also reasonable too. We may go in that direction because Calyx and the 1/3 are both really good. They're gonna negate. All right, that's a card. That's a card. You love their negates. All right, well. The good news is we have Despark up for a Reclamation, which is cool. Everything's a mouth. Jock. Nope. Oh boy. I guess just Bellhaunt. Yeah, obviously playing against Reclamation is not ideal. Definitely seems like a bad matchup for us. Reclamation beats up on mid-range decks pretty well. Just discard a land. Okay. Oh. Oh. That's awkward. Okay. Would Impulse destroy every Reclamation? I mean, if they have multiple Reclamations, you're just dead, right? Like... Alright, guess we're playing defense. They don't have a land, which is kind of cool, I guess. Like, Pulse is a 3-mana sorcery. It's like not a good card against Reclamation. Or they have a disenchant than a Maelstrom Pulse. Alright, we're gonna say go here. We're gonna upkeep Despark Ambusher. Unless they have 2 Ambushers, in which case actually would be pretty cool for us. We have the old double Despark. Getcha. Taking Yo Spark. Does Nightpack Ambusher have a spark? I thought only Planeswalkers had sparks. Hello? Up in a gate here, because we have 2 of them, obviously. Just waste their entire turn. Fastest intervention. Counter, spell, also pay twice X. Pay 4. Decline. We could... Yeah, we gotta just do this. We could, like, save Eat to Extinction and try and save this for a Reclamation, but... I guess, like, casting it right there wasn't necessary. You could wait till... Yeah, I should have waited, actually. There's no reason to cast the second one in the upkeep. Didn't change much, but... Kaya! Alright, let's get David going. David.
No one has seen my face and lived. Let's tidy up in there.
Discard Expansion Explosion. That's cool. That card seems pretty good right now. Doesn't have a land. You should go like land, kill David, draw 2. There's nothing, say go. Alright.
Rude.
What are they up to over there?
A mind is a terrific thing to waste.
Oh, you're very clever, David. Very clever with your little quippy quips here. I'm thinking they have another wolf. It's gonna be really good for us if they do. What's up, y'alls? Risky business. Okay, Planar Cleansing and Final Payment. What things sack enchantments besides Final Payment and Planar Cleansing? They're an intervention and look at 3 cards. That's fine. Cavalier of Dawn. Soul Reaper of Mogus. Yeah, that one does do that. Alright, I mean... This is a weird game. This is a weird game. I should throw this thing away. Whatever, we just gotta start attacking. Keeping David alive costs us 3 attacks, or 2 attack steps.
Perish the thought.
Expansion Explosion again? Yeah, I'm feeling a wolf here. They definitely have a wolf. We got our Eat to Extinction, which is pretty nice. So we're gonna hold on to this Eat to Extinction for dear life. Told ya. I'm hungry. That is true. Calyx, the 1/3, and Veraska is pretty nice. Are you opposed to adding a color, Ray? Are you opposed to adding a color? Another one? Oh. Gross. That's a scary blessing. And the last card's the gate. So sick. Alright, we're dead, folks. What can you want to do against such reckless wolf action? They just have infinite wolves. Maybe we draw like land kill spell, I guess. Whatever. That sucks. We actually drew the kill spell. We shouldn't draw a land. We actually probably would have won this game if we drew an untapped land there. We could have downfalled the Pambusher. I think we're way ahead. That's unfortunate. Alright. Alright. Let's rebuild. Let's rebuild. We got some work to do here. Ray. As long as the colors aren't green and blue at the same time. No Civic allowed. Alright. So let's rebuild. Let's rebuild. We have an idea, but execution is not doing super great at the moment. Let's talk about it. Your Deck Live is sure I play Your Deck Live on stream. So, Conqueror's Death is insane. I would say Liliana, Planar Cleansing, Bell Haunt, Elspeth, Eat to Extinction, even the Wraths. Like we're gonna move away from most of this stuff. I want to keep the Remorses. I think Downfall would go in the sideboard probably. Payment, I'm not really sure about. I don't think we necessarily need that. So we're gonna try and keep this kind of enchantment-y core. Let's ship all this stuff. Let's read the mana base. Let's read the mana base too. We'll figure it out. So we may end up adding green. So let's look at constellation effects. So 4 Archons, easy, and this might be it, I guess. Black White Constellation, I guess that's really it. Green's got a lot of them, obviously. Champion's really good, but okay, and then. And then enchantments stuff. So this card's kind of cool. Starfield Mystic. It's like a mana creature for enchantments. Birth of Meltis is kind of cool. I don't know if we're playing all these Murderous Riders either. Or Final Payment. That's a one we might not be playing. I mean, I'm already focusing mostly on air stuff. This would be a cool sideboard card. Sky Tether, I like that card. Let's see here. What else we got? What's up, Zam? Working from home? Sweet. Banishing Light is certainly pretty playable. Although Conqueror's that's a lot better, but that could be a possibility. Alright, 4 Conqueror's Death, not close. Not even remotely close. Deadweight is not the worst. Let's just rebuild. It's like... Eightful Eidolon, Omen of the Dead. I think Ephemia or Dreadhorde could also be sideboard cards, possibly. Myers Grasp is kind of meh. Nightmare, meh. Give her 4 blessings. Timer and Call of the Dead is kind of cool. That's like a different deck, I think. Urbos, Ill-Gotten Gains. Kind of light on cool enchantments here, honestly. And then, honestly, I think playing Absolution with 4 Starfield Mystic decks is actually kind of sweet. I don't hate this card. It's a possibility. Doom Foretold is obviously awkward with a lot of our cards. Yeah, I think splashing might be necessary. The 1/3 just seems awesome. Calyx seems good. And honestly, Veraska being one of our other sack outlets for Blessing is pretty sweet. Alright, Ray loves the Absolution. Great. That's fantastic. So I think we're going to be adding green. Let's just look real fast. As far as like sacrificing permanents. Little Bolus is Citadel. Alright. Okay. So I think we're going to splash green. Play some Veraska. Veraska is pretty sweet. What are our constellation cards? So we're not going to play these Bursts then, I guess. So we need more enchantments. We had green. Split 4 champions. I mean, now we want actual like enchantment removal spells, I would assume, also. So Deadweight might just make the main deck. Yeah, we're going to play Calyx too. We're not playing Wolfbriar's Blessing. That card's not very good. 4 Morse, 4 Mystic. I mean, Absolution's pretty sweet. I could buy Absolution as being awesome. Shepherd of the Flock. You can kill Blessing, rebuy your enchantment, save your permanence removal. Yeah, Myers, I want cheap removal. Is Myers Grasp like strictly better than Deadweight? What's the things you want to kill in this format? Like, there aren't a lot of early creatures, honestly. You know? Wilf Hollowhaven? Yeah. I mean, maybe we could end up being green, white, splashing black. I don't hate this card either. This card's actually pretty sweet, but it requires a lot more work. I think we also play the 2/4 that makes all of our lands into different types. I feel like that card and this card is a pretty sweet engine, but now we're kind of like going a little far off. Yeah, I mean, aside from mono red, obviously. Obviously, removal's good against mono red, you know. Couple Calyx. Hair in my mouth. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I mean, Dryad's certainly cool with Champion. It's a lot of 3-drops, though. I mean, Dryad... I guess Dryad's also cool with Blessing. Yeah, Veraska with Blessing is very cool. Dryad with Blessing is very cool. Does this target? Yeah, I mean, Calyx can kill our Blessing, but not with any actual benefit. You're playing Champion. So maybe we're just splashing black. What's our 2-drops though? I mean, I guess we can play that enchantment. Do you mind going with black being a splash, Ray? Like, I don't want to change the deck too much, but oh, we're on creature right now. God, I hate these card styles. This is 34. Destiny Spinner's not good. I mean, this doesn't do anything. As long as Blessing's involved. Okay, so yeah, we have the green light as long as Treacherous Blessing is involved. Cool. I kind of don't like Banishing Light. What are we at? We're at 4, 8, 12, 16, 17 enchantments. This card's not bad. Just a cantrip. Kind of looking for cantrips, you know? It fixes our mana. See, our mana's a little wonky. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17. I count 19 enchantments, so I'm not sure what you're counting. I don't know if we want this card in our main deck. It's more a sideboard card, I think. Okay. This is 34. I kind of want the 2/4, like the... I guess... Like, the ability to keep playing lands and drawing cards with Blessing and playing lands seems pretty sweet. I don't think Light's good. This is 36 cards. And now we're like green, white, splash, black. Like Banishing Light is pretty redundant with Vraska and Conqueror's Death, so I don't think we need Banishing Light. Dry has a creature and an enchantment, which is kind of cool. So it's like a bit of an enabler and a payoff. Then we get to board. That doesn't seem very good. Yeah, I guess that I mean, like, it's just like so bad against like some decks where like, I guess it exiles Euro. Yeah, I do like the Constellation Satyr too, but now we're just like running it. We're not playing enough enchantments, I don't think, you know? Right, that's my concern, is that we're not playing enough cheap enchantments. I mean, honestly, like the... Let's see. And Sentinel's Eyes is kind of cool. Just like a cheap recursive enchantment, so it just keeps coming back. This thing is just like a cantrip. This actually is pretty sweet. I actually kind of like this card. It's just a cantrip enchantment. Fixes our mana. Costs only 1 with the Mystic in play. It's a good target for Calix's ability. I mean, you don't want to play too many Sentinel's Eyes. There's diminishing returns, obviously. New Horizons. Gift of Paradise. It's a good thing we can change our deck, because like kind of like we're definitely on something here, but I don't even know exactly where we want to go with it. I'm not even sure if this card's good, honestly. Like shave one of these, maybe. Maybe I want 3 of these too. I'm not convinced Absolution's that good, honestly. I don't think it. We should abort it. So this is 36 cards. Alright, let's try this. Playing Passage, maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Alright, we're playing probably every duel possible. And Temple. 4 Temple of Plenty. Green and white are our base colors. Band. Passage is fine. It's not great. It's like 2 passage. Plains. We add like 1 more forest. Okay. Sideboard 4 duress. Paradise Druid. I think it's worse than the other 2 drops. What other sideboard cards do we want here? So Deadweight, Mire's Grasp, Duress, Absolution. Concerned with Leyline. What do you want Leyline for? Gotta give a reason for your card choices, folks. You can't just yell out cards. Leyline against Rakdos Sacrifice. That's a reasonable one. Yeah, Alseed is like okay, but I don't think we... I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly. Dimweight, Duress, Grasp. I mean, we want to be able to beat Reclamation. I mean, Despark is like... I guess Noxious Grasp also. It's like weird to like... we want to play kill spells on our sideboard, but also not... I mean, Despark's better. Despac. Birth for aggro. I think we're like fine against aggro. Dreadhorde against control is bad against Teferi, I think. Masker Girl seems worse than Absolution. Blessing. Repel. I mean, why do you want Mystic Repel? Devout Decree. Yeah, it's just like weird to play kill spells that aren't Mire's Grasp and Deadweight because they're actually like synergized with their deck. You kill big things pretty well. I guess 2 Decree is fine. I don't mind killing a way to kill artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, Back to Nature. Okay, I don't mind that. No. Oh, Return to Nature. Return to Nature. We do Graveyard Hate. I mean, do we need Graveyard Hate? Like, what do we have? Exiling effects and all sorts of stuff. Why is Repel better than Back to Nature? Like, doesn't kill Lucky Clover. Doesn't kill Witch's Oven. I like Repel. I love 1-mana spells, but Casualties of War. That's not a bad like boomer in the late game. Sure. All right, let's play. Too much yakking. All right, let's try this. So, YouTube folks, we're gonna do a short single dip and then a longer double dip. So, YouTube folks, look for the double dip of this deck in a different video. Right? YouTube, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe.